together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He targets Ingram for another grab. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rodgers to throw once more. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. 2 on Christmas Day. Cleveland traveling up to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And then later, Indianapolis taking on Arizona. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, no Ricky Williams, but it is the Dolphins and the Saints to wrap up Week 16 from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off right around the 43, and to the 43. that's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down. Hines. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Buying time to his left, and that's checked down to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. He's getting ready to go again here on offense. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing after the interception. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. The ball comes out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Rodgers' throw taken in by Pascal. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Rodgers. This to Hines on the drop-off. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The throw over the middle taken in. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That one caught by Felton. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
54, Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. A check down here for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Hurts. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.